So in the meantime, I'm going to accounts. So let's wait for recipe run to complete. I have taken this use case since the default upset operation which we are performing on data manager will not data importer will not be available here. We have explicitly built a custom logic to use this upset operation. So the one you are fetched to the Salesforce upset is nothing but updating the existing record, or if a new record has been inserted, it should be added on top of this existing database. That is upset. So the data job got completed. So I'm going to open up the account master data, which is our primary data, and I'm going to check the values of our ID which we have created taken as a demo. So for this record, the annual revenue is 70K. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to change this to 100, and I'm going to change the media as government, and I'm just going to save as prospect. And also I'm going to insert a new record here.
So you are changing the manually and you are giving the data set.
Yeah, I'm just giving a demo how the recipe is working. This has to be updated on top of the existing record, right? So I'm just giving a demo how the recipe is going to work on this logic which I have used. So a new record has been created. Ideally, this data sheet output should be added with another one record, and also the existing record needs to get updated. So I will sync the data again from account object, and then I need to run a recipe. Basically, for our demo purpose, I'm just going to run it manually of syncing the data again and running the recipe. The best practice will be we are going to run the recipe. We need to schedule this SFDC local prior running this recipe at 30 minutes back, so that we will have the real-time data, which will get synced automatically instead of going and running the recipe manually. So you may able to see the count as 1002.
Vishal, what are the things we can maybe schedule it like data sets and connections then? This.
No, not the data sets, only the data. We are going to schedule a recipe as well as connections. The underlying data set will get refreshed automatically, but we are going to schedule either recipe and connections, not the data set.
Anyone, anyone, right?
No, we were able to schedule both the connections as well as the recipe, not the data set. The underlying data set will get refreshed automatically, but the schedule option will be available for recipes and connections.
Okay, but for recipes, prior to that, we need to schedule connection, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I will give an example. So for an example, I need to schedule this upset operation recipe. To schedule, I need to select the drop down here, and we have an option called schedule, right? So it's like a event based or time based. I will use an example of event based. So whenever a Salesforce local sync has been scheduled, it will run automatically. So if I run this connection again, it will run automatically. Let me give an example here. So the recipe got completed, right? So we will go for a demo. We will go for an update of this data set. Then we will come back to the point of how we are going, how the subsequent recipes will run based on one recipes. So the new value has been created, and we may able to see the update logic as new, right? Because it's a new record which I have been created. The new record which I have been created, and this is the banking industry and annual revenue. And I'm going to insert the existing record. It should be hyphen, and the annual revenue has been changed right here. So the annual revenue has been changed to 1,100. From 7,000 it has been changed to 1,000, and the type and industry has been changed automatically. It's prospect and it's government. Prior to this it was customer and media. Now it has been changed to prospect. Let me open up the account so that we have better understanding. So we have changes prospect and government, right? So the values will get updated automatically in our data set. Prospect and government. Earlier it was customer and media. It has been changed to prospect and government. This is how the recipe, our use case scenario of recipe is working. This scenarios will work only if there is an upset operation which will be based on time based operation or time based logic. Because by default every records in the Salesforce will get overridden, but in order to update the existing records we explicitly use this upset operation. And I'm going to the next use case, is how the recipes will be scheduled automatically. So the schedule type is after events, right? So I'm going to run this account again, run data sync. So in the job monitor, once the account SFDC local syncs, the subsequent recipe will run automatically. So you may able to see, right, once this recipe has been run completed, the subsequent upset operation recipe is running it automatically once this data sync completed. This is how the after event schedule also working. So these are all the data prep activities which we are able to use from CRM analytics tool. Let me navigate back to the dashboards, how we are going to visualize the dashboard, and what are the key features which is available in the dashboard. So I will use the motivator app, which this is a template of motivator which will be provided by Salesforce automatically for our hands-on exercises in Trailhead. I'm just opening up this motivator app, and let me explain how the dashboard has been built by them. Okay, I will click edit here. So here these are all the widgets. Okay, this is one widget, and this is one widget, and this is another widget. So these are all the individual widgets which have been clubbed into a data set. Okay, so here this one total call is based on one data set object. So it is based on activities. So the count of records has been showcased here as 1.907 as a widget. So this widget comprises of total calls as a title and the count of outputs. The widget which is used here will be number widget. So for an example, if I need to add another widget here, I will select a number here, number widget, and I'm going to paste the number widget here. And if I drag, if I select double select it, it will ask for a data set which I need to use. So if I use by first name, so the count of records will be showcased here. So the count of records will be available here. The first name, we are able to see the count value is 1 because we have bisect this data based on grouping of first name. So the if I need to showcase only the count as in the left hand side of the widget, I will not group them by bars. Only I need to select the count of rows. So you may be able to see the values as down 21. So this is the dashboard of task subtype based on the type they have used. If I need to add another with the industry, and based on industry how the task subtype has been utilized, if I update here, the chart will remains like this, and the chart will update automatically. This is how the industry is working, and the color codings we may be able to see. So for call, it is in blue color, and it's in orange and pale orange for email and task. We may
This dashboard was,
sorry.
yeah, so this dashboard was prepared by you, or it's a default from the.
It's a default motivator. I'm just playing around with this
Yeah.
existing dashboard. So here,
Okay.
if we need to bisect the data by account, the list filter has been ordered automatically. If I use this one of this account, we may the corresponding underlying data will get updated automatically. For this account, as of now, 2 activities has been happened. One will be call and another will be task, and both of them will be an overdue activities. How they are getting these values as overdues? If we click explore, you may be able to see the logic behind this. There is a count of rows with the filter condition. Because both of this overdue condition is true. The records overdue condition is true. That's how they have built this dashboard by default. And we have an option to play around with multiple values. If we need to use this chart either in the form of donut or anything, we may be able to use the donut chart as well.
Here are some pictures that match.
So this, if I need to change into a donut format, we may be able to use a donut format, and these are the list of charts which is available. And if I go for a stat bar, and if it is by if it is grouped by a country, we may be able to see. So how the region wise, how it has been showcased. So this is how it has been updated. So in the preview, I'm able to see for Australia, all the three tasks will be an email. If we go for Canada, 21 activities which will be fall under call subtype, and 8 will be in email, and 18 will be in task type. Like this, we may able to visualize the data based on our requirement, and also we may able to add a filter here if it is if we have an option to view us as well. If it is a sales step of sales EAM ER, the filter will update automatically, and the AM ER regions will be updated based on the faceting will happen here, and the corresponding account owners will be updated here, and the corresponding accounts which will be available here only we are able to see. So if I select worldwide, all the data will came here. So these are the updates, and these are the underlying changes which has been used here in this app. Let me open up to another dashboard for our example of Sales Analytics Home. Here the dashboard has been built. Only with the manager access is able to build, admin access is able to build this dashboard. The overview is a link, and trending is another link. Okay, so here you may able to see we have multiple values. We are calling up the another dashboard named trending here, and what is the name of the where it is has to be placed here. So if I click the trending here, if I need to select another data set or another dashboard, I will select white space here. Okay, so I'm changing text as white space, and if I go to the preview mode and if I select white space, it will navigate back to white space dashboard instead of this existing one. So likewise, the link has been established. This is the link is one of the parameters where we are able to bridge two dashboards as well as data sets as well as the pages as well. So we may able to select, and also we may have an options of this is the list filter and this is the global filter. We may add a global. If we select the global filter, it will be applicable for all the values which is associated in each and individual pages. That is a global filter. The difference between list and global filter. And if we need a table, we need to drag and drop the table here, and we may select any one of the values which needs to be data sets which needs to be populated. For products table, if I need to showcase all the values based on this products as a table format, we need to select the table, and if we click on done, we may able to see the details of the tables here. If we need a chart, we need to select chart here. If we need to add a text here, for an example, if I need to add a text here on top of the dashboard, it's like a hard coded text like a Chennai users group, we may able to add up here. So if I enter here, we may able to see the text will be updated automatically in the dashboard. And number function is nothing but the functions which will showcase the round of values as a number. And the link is nothing but the one which I have mentioned, right? We need to say name as a link, and where it is whether it's linked to a dashboard or a lens or a page in a component, we may able to select here as a link. And the filter condition is a global filter, and this is a list filter, and this is a toggle option. And there will be a cluster of objects here. If I select date, is a date filter where we may able to see the details as well as a date filter condition. Here the time period is used as a date filter. So here we may able to have an option of customize the date, whether be a relative or an absolute date, as well as the calendar fiscal year or current fiscal year options will be available for date filters. Whereas the product family is nothing but a list filter. So it shows all the measures, all the dimensions with the list filter values. So these are all the basic things of how we may able to play around with the dashboard. I'm just giving another example of of how to do a conditional formatting. We may have an options to do a conditional formatting as well. For this option, if it is greater than, for this record, if the sum of total price is, if the sum of total price if a sum of total price is less than 0, we need to update this as we may able to make this as 100. If it is less than $100, it should be in this color, and greater than 100, it should be in this color. If I apply the conditional formatting, we may able to see the output as well as. So we may able to see the changes here. As of now, it has been changed, but this is how we may able to add. As I need to play around why this has not been happened. Let me check with other values here. I will check this opportunity details table, and I will apply a conditional formatting. So the total price is less than 100. Background should be red. Text color will be white. So you may able to see the background colors. So instead of if I apply 10,000, so the values will change automatically. So you may able to see the range here, right? If it is less than a lakh, yeah, the background should be in red color with the text value in black, and if it is more than 10,000, a lakh, it should be in green color with this text value size. This is how the conditional formatting will work around. It's like a key or top in features which is available in our Salesforce Analytics org. So I have covered most of the basic terminologies. Do you have any questions as of now?
I think no question, Irfan. So anyone having question?
You should have wrote the motivator app in this one. Motivator dashboard.
Yeah, it will be available once you enabled the dashboard. Here you may able to see the app, right? Under apps, there will be once you enabled the trial org or this CRM enabled CRM environment, you may able to see under apps there will be a name called motivator, and under motivator you are able to see under dashboard you are able to see the motivator 1 and motivator 2. There will be a corresponding exercise in the trial head itself to do the changes on the motivators. if you select the trial mix of CRM analytics, learn CRM analytics, there will be an activity for this as well, for the motivator 1 and motivator 2. It is nothing but the dashboard which showcase prior to our change, and motivator 2 is the dashboard what all the changes which we have updated post the change. So it's an activity under trial head learning itself, Ganesh.
Okay, thanks.
Functionalities like in the playground we have to do, or how do
Yeah,
we learn this?
yeah, we may able to use in the playground itself. We may able to create a org from the playground. But the link I have been shared already. If you go to this link and if you enabled CRM Analytics app, we may able to see the motivator app itself. For the activities, you may able to see in the trailer CRM learning path.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yeah. Else we'll stop the session.
In the recipe level, you shown like a S or update. Can you show me once?
Sorry?
In the recipe level, you given some notes like a S or new.
Yeah, okay.
Can you show me and explain with that node, update node?
Yeah, sure. I will showcase here. So there will be a multiple of activities which we need to play around here. I've just used a use case of update operation.
Can you
So,
describe subject of it?
can I go to the transformation section or the filter section?
From the transform
Yeah.
transform section you can. Yeah.
So in the transform section, what I'm doing here is I'm just checking up the ID of both account as well as account master. If both are remain same, I'm going to do an update operation. So I just use a frame text as update, else it's a new, and I will go for a filter section. If it is update, all the records will be go into this node. If it is not equal to update, it will fall under new category. It will be fall under this secondary filter condition. And I'm doing a perform an update operation based on the key identifier as account ID between account and the account master. Then I will update it again for all the values. Then as a next step, I'm going to append the value with the new records, so that the records which is coming from update operation as well as new operation will be combined here in this append operation. Then I have stored the same in an account master data set.
Yeah.
Hope it clears, or do I need to explain it again? I'm good to explain it again as well if you have any questions.
Can you explain it again?
Yeah, no worries. So basically what I'm doing here is the account is the object which is directly connected to Salesforce. If I'm going to create a record, or the record will be stored in this account. Account object, and I'm going to pull it from the Salesforce. The account master data is the data set which I have been stored in our database of CRM Analytics data set. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to compare this account with account master. If a record is already available in the account master, my understanding should be an update operation, because some changes has been happened on the existing record. This is not a new record. So in order to utilize this logic, I have created a new field with the case condition. When account ID, when this account master account ID is equal to the account ID, the record is already available. So I have just updated this value as update. Else the rest of the things are created as a new records. That is my understanding. So I just use it as a new condition. Then once a new field has been introduced with this update and new operation, all the news records will fall under this category of filter 1. If it is if the value is update, it will fall under filter 0. Once this record has been come into this place, I've just introduced an option called update operation. The basic functionality behind this update operation is to update the records when compared with account master. The account master which I have used here is I have used the same account master here as a source in this place as well. I'm comparing this account master with account filter, and I'm performing an update operation. For this account master, that is our source file, I'm going to override the source file with the value which is coming from the account, from the Salesforce org. So this is how you may able to see. On the left hand side, the account master is the source, and right hand side is the filter which is coming from the destination. And I am comparing the account ID if both account IDs are same. In our example, the source contains values as customer, media, and 70,000. Whereas in our target or the values which I have been updated in the Salesforce org, the value I will change to 1000. So that only here in this account type, from customer it goes to it went to prospect, and for industry it was earlier media in the source, whereas I have updated as government, so it has been overridden as government. For annual revenue also, from 7 lakh to 100, I just updated as $100, so it has been updated here in the update operation. If you see the three fields, account type, annual revenue, as well as industry, this all from the account master data has been updated with the values which is present from this account. And then what I'm going to do here is the records which has been created as new will be the same field names. So I'm just going to update the same, and I'm stored them on a new data set with account master with the existing data sets for account master. Hope it clears.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
We are getting data from like another org, right? Is it possible to write back to that org?
Yeah, we may be able to write back to the org once the connection has been established.
Like, what will be the number of records which we can store in this CRM? Like, we are getting data from multiple orgs, so there will be some limit, right, which Salesforce mentions.
Yeah, millions. It should be based on the license. We have a limitations to store this count of count of records.
In real time, what kind of scenarios you encounter showing the data? Any examples?
Just use in the real time. We have multiple use cases of about the client, about the KPI metrics, what they need, and they need to get the data on weekly basis as well. So we may able to do this functions like all the use case which I have got and I have worked on under my projects.
Okay.
So these are all the limits. Per day we are able to output to CSV for 50 GB per day, and 60 we are able to run only 60 recipes per day, and also we are do an uploads of 50 GB per day. But the count of records is based on we may able to see the limits. So for each license we are able to get the 50 million records in our data sets. Our org is able to accommodate only this 50 billion rows. So we are able to, for CRM Analytics Plus license, we are able to allocate only 10 billion rows. For growth, it's 100 million rows. So if you buy an Analytics Plus license for your org, you are able to accommodate until 10 billion, which includes all the users' data sets, private data sets, and also the data sets which has been combined from multiple users as well as an org. So this is the limitations. If you buy only sales analytics license, you are able to accommodate only 25 million rows.
If no other questions, we can wrap the session. Anyone having question? I think no.
Okay.
Yes, Nishant. I think it's a very impressive detailed session today regarding CRM analytics. So thanks for the effort and maybe preparation all the way, right, for the sessions. So thanks to everyone. We'll meet tomorrow with a I think experience cloud topic. So
Yeah,
rest of the day, enjoy your day.
yeah, sure. Thanks. First of all, thanks for everyone of spending your time to learn a new concept of CRM, and thanks Anand and this team to provide me an opportunity to showcase my skills as well. Thanks everyone. And if you have any questions, I have updated my LinkedIn as well. Just post a question in the LinkedIn. I'm happy to share my thoughts as well. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.